we're going to go to Callas and Monroe by Armando Robles. And I'd like to reintroduce Gabriel Escudero because he also directed the next piece. Gabe?
Hi. Okay. So I already given you my whole feedback and introduction of my history, so I'll skip all of that so we can go right into our designs and everything. But I do want to tell you that what I really love about the next show that you guys are going to be seeing, in the previous show, this was about two normal people becoming mythological beings, and in this show it's more about mythical beings becoming humans. It's called Callas and Monroe, and it's about Maria Callas and Marilyn Monroe on one night and how they have a brief conversation. And we get to what I really love about the show is that these larger than life women are kind of brought down to a personal level, and you kind of see who they are as human beings in this little piece that we have. What I do think is important for me, this is a story about two women holding and assisting each other and giving each other strength. Um, with that, I would like to give this to Kayla Cavieres.
Hi, so again, I am the set designer and I'm Kayla Cavieres. So this was my conceptual drawing for this set. I chose to make everything black and white. I got inspiration from watching Marilyn Monroe sing Happy Birthday at John Kennedy's at his what was it called? His birthday thing. Anyway, so I chose to make it black and white, and for this look, I made it more realistic. So this is just the conceptual drawing, but as you will see, I have realistic pieces in here. And so the reason I chose to make it black and white was not only to kind of make it seem like back in time and it draws inspiration, but to make the stars of this play, Marilyn Monroe, and Maria Callas really stand out with their bright costumes. And with that, we're going to take it to Juliana.
Hi. Well, I am so excited to have designed something with fantasy and now designing something for these beautiful, iconic women. So let me share with you what I did. The first one is Miss Maria Callas. She was an American-born Greek opera singer and a beautiful diva at what she did. She was the best in the world at the time, that's for sure. She had class and elegance, and that's what defined her style, as you can see from this first picture. Now, the next picture that you're going to see is Maria Callas performing. And you could see right here this ornate headpiece that she has. And I loved the eyes that were so dramatic. Maria was performing in Questa Regia by G. Puccini in this scene, in this picture. Now, the next picture, you're going to see the realistic picture of her eyes, not the stage. And let me see here. That picture, you're going to see her cat eye makeup that she loved to put on there. She had the most beautiful eyes, and she defined it with cat eye style eyeliner is what she liked to do. Now, the fourth picture, you're seeing Maria in a very simple pulled back hairstyle. She was beautiful just being simple. This was also the inspiration for the cat eye makeup that you're going to see in my drawing of her tonight. Next, I had the pleasure of, you're going to see this beautiful updo on Maria, and that was the inspiration for the hair tonight, was this beautiful upswept fancy hairstyle that she would wear for special occasions. Now, the next character, I was so excited because we are talking about the most iconic sex symbol of our time, and that is the one and only Marilyn Monroe. Now, this picture right here, you can see she was literally the face of beauty. I used this photo as my inspiration tonight in the drawing that I did for her. Now, before she was Marilyn, She was Norma Jean. And if you take a look at her on the screen, you're going to see that she was still a stunning beauty even before she became a platinum blonde. Now, in the next photograph, you're going to see, oh, there she is. She is Norma Jean, who transforms herself into Marilyn Monroe, the Hollywood star that we came to know and love. Now, the next one is a picture of her makeup. Now, this was the inspiration that I used for the makeup tonight. In fact, I took a little inspiration on myself and tried to do some of the Marilyn look. I wanted to tell you a couple of real interesting facts about Marilyn and her makeup and what she did. She used Vaseline underneath her foundation so that it would just be moist and it would glow on her. She also used Vaseline on her cheekbones as a bit of a highlighter. Marilyn Monroe used 5 different shades of lipstick in order to get a contoured lip. She used drops of coconut oil right here on her eyelids to get some shimmer and shine. And she would cut eyelashes, extensions or false eyelashes in half and only put them on the outer corners of her eyes. So ladies, you can take a few of those Marilyn tips home with you tonight. Now this last one is Marilyn Monroe in that most iconic gold dress, her gold lame dress. She had her hair and makeup done perfectly, as you can see. She was so much fun. And here is the drawing that I did of her tonight. And I really love doing this. It was a lot of fun. Now I'm going to reintroduce you to Miss Connie Galliner, and she's going to share her costume designs for these 2 iconic women. Take it away, Connie.
Thank you, Juliana. That was really fun.
Thank you.
For the costumes in these characters, I really wanted to stay true to the image that we know from that ever famous, ever popular birthday party. And while for most of us, Marilyn Monroe really stood out, but it was great for me to learn so much about Maria Callas and to be able to take the opportunity to see what type of costumes that she wore in the opera. I'm not very familiar with the opera, but let me tell you, the costumes that she wore just really wowed me. And I hope you take the chance to take a look at some costumes through the history of opera, and you'll be wowed just as well. I didn't mention earlier that I'm a puppeteer as well as a costumer, and with these characters, I really wanted to give them some movement. Even though we see them static, I made them jointed, 2-dimensional jointed puppets, because I thought it would be fun to have them take different poses. So I did a variety of poses, as you can see there. And I thought that was fun. It gave them some life and gave it some character, a little less static than just a regular flat photograph or a picture. For Maria Callas, I had bought paper and thought that her dress was black. Unfortunately, I bought some black paper that had a bit of a texture to it. So when I went back and looked at the pictures again, I was like, oh no, it's blue, it's not black. What am I gonna do? So I took the blue pencil and I just took that blue pencil across there. And as you can see, the black and the texture picked up that blue coloring, and the flowers on her dress were just huge, just really large, and they were a much brighter pink and a brighter purple. So I toned them down a little bit, and I want them to complement this purple that you see, or the burgundy that you see in the background here, and it worked out very well for her. And for Marilyn, of course, she's got to have the gold dress. Now, in those days, the gold dress that she wore was more opaque, and a lot of people were upset because they thought she was like naked with glitter. And we might do that now. Yeah, we just might do naked with glitter for a presidential happy birthday song, but not so much back then. So here we have the gold sparkle and made her really dazzle and gave them some movement and some gesture. And I hope you enjoy my costume design. And next up is Armando Robles with our props.
Thank you, Connie. Thanks everyone for being here tonight again. With the props, it's pretty simple actually. There weren't too many. uh, but I opened it with Maria Callas smoking because you giving her the human touch. You know, smoking, you think an opera singer wouldn't smoke. Well, she smoked, Marilyn drank. They were just people. So I have that with the cigarette in hand or cigarette in the ashtray and the pack of cigarettes uh, visibly, you know, there in the scene with the opening where Marilyn and Maria meet. Alongside that, with the inside the sitting room that both ladies are in, there's the champagne cart. So this is part of the prop that's in the sitting room with Maria Callas and Marilyn Monroe, the good old champagne and the glasses of champagne. And part of the scene is where the some dialogue where Marilyn is mentioning the president, and of course she's sipping and giggling and remembering what she's discussing. And that's what we have here with the two images of the champagne and the lips and the champagne sipping. And those are the props primarily for this Maria Callas and Marilyn Monroe play. Again, thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate it. And so we will give it over to Miss Charlotte Strayhorn.
Thank you. The infamous birthday party for President John Kennedy. Dignitaries from around the world were there to celebrate at this birthday party. And the two main characters as seen in our show are Maria Callas and Marilyn Monroe. Historically, they had not met, but they each have 6 degrees of separation. You know how we like to play that game, 6 degrees of separation from some Hollywood star, and these two ladies certainly had it. Maria Callas was the featured performer, and as noted in the show, Marilyn Monroe stole the show with her version of Happy Birthday, Mr. President. The next media piece is Maria Callas references that they're being torn apart by the media. Maria Callas was notorious for having had an affair with Aristotle Onassis. Now hold on to that little piece of information. In the meantime, Marilyn, everywhere she went, the paparazzi was there. And in this particular picture, I'm showing her with her own camera, taking her own pictures. Maria Callas, again, was with Aristotle Onassis, and he was married to Christina Onassis at the time. There's a line in the show where Marilyn says she doesn't understand why Jacqueline Kennedy doesn't like her. And I showed this picture to my wife and asked her what she would do if someone danced like this in front of me. Cannot repeat the words, but it was not nice. Another line in the show indicates from Maria that she hopes she doesn't have to deal with Jackie Kennedy. Some years later, Jackie Kennedy married Aristotle Onassis. And it is rumored that while they were married, of course it was after Christina died, while Jackie and Aristotle were married, Aristotle continued to see Maria Callas. Opera, the theater, the stage is serious. There's no rest. Marilyn talks about her movies, and these pictures represent pictures from her first movie and her last movie, The Misfits. Marilyn asked, are you ever going to be in movies? And Maria says, I doubt it. And actually, Maria wound up being in the film version of Medea. They talk about the other woman. Here is Aristotle with his first wife, with his wife Christina. This is a bridal picture of Jackie Onassis, strikingly beautiful. Thank you. And this is one of those candid shots. This is Aristotle Onassis with Maria Callas to his left, and to his right is his wife Christina, and Maria Callas's husband. I wrote it down at that time. I added a splash of color at the end with Marilyn and Maria, because even in the black and white, I grew up watching black and white TV, and sometimes it takes away from the reality of life. But in the reality of life, these are very colorful women with very colorful careers. The sound for this was relatively easy and did not really require a lot of research. So I pulled up a song from Maria Callas from Norma, doing Costa Diva, and from Marilyn, I Say My Love for Daddy. So that's it.
Okay, thank you, Charlotte. Really appreciated. I wanted to introduce the cast to you tonight. We have Sue St. John as Maria Callas and Martha Welty as Marilyn Monroe. And now I'm going to give it back over to Gabe.
All right. Thank you, designers, for everything. Once again, without further ado, Callas and Monroe.